Good morning, everybody. Cheers. I decided I wasn't doing my coffee debacle from last week, so I made sure I had time to make myself a coffee this morning. Hello, everybody. Hi. Apologies in advance. The 3D printer is printing, so you might hear it making its noises, doing its thing, doing the stream. I'm spending a lot of time printing stuff for RGB Touch at the moment. We'll go through that shortly. How's everyone doing? Hope everyone had a good week. So I'm just making sure that everything is running. Yep. Speech is on, logo is on, chat is on. Wow. Even slightly organized this week. Bit of a difference from last week. Pew, 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 says AJ. What? No lasers. I should turn the laser on, shouldn't I? I think I stole the power supply, so maybe not. I'm drinking... What? Earn Brew. What is that? Hey, David Esser. I'm drinking... that IRN Brew. I don't know what that is. Hello, Zabir from Algeria. Yeah, I don't know what that is. Some type of brew. Foreign. Anything not in Australia is foreign, right? Which is pretty much everything in the world. Because we're such a small little country. Full of insignificant people. Yeah. Okay, I'm just gonna wait a few minutes, just let some more people come in. Good morning to you, Bruce. Beata, head desk. Are you smashing your head against the desk? Out of curiosity, can you hear the printer going? It's doing its retract filament for a filament change at the moment. It's quite noisy. Just curious to know whether you can hear it or not, whether the noise cancelling on the microphone is fixing that or not. You wouldn't have noticed it, but now that I mention it, okay. Well, there you go. Earn Brew, Scotland's favourite fizzy drink. What? Dive into cheeky heads and exclusive marriage to get a taste of the bold. Right. Scotland's favourite fizzy drink. Is it alcoholic fizzy drink, or is it just fizzy drink? Is it like a Coke, but in Scotland? I'm good, Zabir. Thank you for asking. Graham is just barely. Did I ask a question? Said you just barely? Did I say... Oh, I just barely hear the printer. Okay, cool. That's fine. It's I mentioned when I first got the X1 Carbon, it is, it can be obnoxiously loud when it does its like filament changing, when the AMS is working, that's all. There's a lot of clacking and banging and stuff as it's, cleaning the nozzle. It's pretty noisy. Anyway, so I was just curious to know whether the microphone noise cancelling is getting rid of it or not. That's all. Because obviously I can hear it, and I'm annoyed by it. Oh, wow. So, heated discussion going on the Espressive Arduino IDE, like the ESP32 core GitHub, an issue with NeoPixel stuff. Somehow, I mean, I never replied to the thread, but somehow someone added me in it. I don't know why. And there's been like 23 messages just this morning. My email keeps going ping, 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 ping. It's a bit annoying. I wish people wouldn't at me when I'm not involved in the conversation. Anyway, whatever. Hey Peter. Okay, so 35 past. I'm going to say hi to folks in the chat, and then we can start talking. Because it looks like it's going to be low numbers today. That's okay. I know some people like a coding stream, but most people don't. So Mr. England, hello, except you're in a meeting now, so you don't even get to hear me say hello. Hopefully you'll be back out of your meeting soon. Antonio, good morning. Dutch Taurus, hi. Yumbo Prime, hello. Graham, good morning. Thanks for getting up so early. Sabir already said hello. Beata, hi. Did you reply about the head desk banging? I'll have to look, sorry. David Dessa, hello. Gerald42, hi. Photochromax, hey. Brad, hello Brad. AJ, good morning. Also, thanks for getting up so early. Bruce, hello. Okay, gotta go backwards now. Didier, hi. X-Micron, hello. Peter, hello Peter. Also, thanks for getting up so early. No, you didn't answer about the banging head. I had to turn my phone off due to gling, gling, gling. What? I don't know what gling, gling is. Kevin! Hello, Kevin. How you doing? K Moore. Been a while. I hope you are well. Okay. Yeah, not many in the chat today. Not many watching the stream. That's okay. It's fine. Okay, I'm going to get into it. I'm going to get, got some stuff to talk about quickly first. Which order? Busy, busy. You're always busy. You're always busy. I'm trying to think what order I'm going to. You've never had Discord, text message, telephone. Isn't. Oh, right. Yeah, I had to carefully turn my notifications off everywhere. The problem is now I miss messages, but there's nothing worse, like especially with Skype. Like if you're logged into Skype on your phone and your iPad and on a computer at here and a computer at home, and then someone calls you in Skype, oh my God, every device rings. And even if you answer on one device, the other device keeps ringing. The other devices keep ringing, even though you're on the call already. Like it is just... Anyway, Deshipu, hello. Lucky, hello Lucky. How you doing? Okay, so, no particular order. A few things on my store. This is not a plug, although feel free to sign up for any wait lists, whatever. So I added my RGB touch, you saw that last week, but I did my first production boards of my OMG S3, which I posted on Twitter and in Discord. My first panel. I always run a panel to validate and whatever, take photographs, tests, do whatever. So I have my OMG S3. It's marked as sold out because I haven't added stock to it yet, but there's a wait list for it. So that's on here now. And I should say I don't like doing the Dave thing, but for those playing at home, there's the, yep. And then I've also added my OMG USB board, which is the board. Well, it's not specifically for the OMG S3. It can be used for anything, really. But it's got a pretty small header. It's a 1.27mm pitch header, not a 2.54mm pitch. So it's not breadboard compatible or pin compatible to connect to another board that's using a 2.54mm. But you could technically program anything with it. You got, D plus, D minus. So it doesn't have a serial UART. It's for programming something that's native USB. But anyway, that's on here as well. And I've got some custom pogo pins that they should be delivered tomorrow or Friday. I got some specially designed pogo pins made for me, which is pretty cool because it's very hard to find pogo pins that you can use in a 1.27mm pitch. Quite hard to find. So that are also don't have a 4 or 5mm pin length, which So I was going to sell these with pogos for $9, but then I decided to sell them for $7 without, and then you can just add pogos if you want to, because not everyone's going to want the pogos. But whatever, anyway, so that's on there as well, with a wait list at the moment. But something I wanted to quickly show you that I'm now doing, or I started adding, is I'm now putting accessories on the store. So I've added, so I'm not sure if many of you are aware, but all of the headers, all of the pins, the male header pins and stuff that I ship with all my boards, they're all custom made ones. They're not ones I buy off LCSC or AliExpress or anywhere else. They're all custom size, because I don't like when you buy header pins and the pins stick up really high or they're really long or whatever, right? So I've always had my own headers made, even my surface mount headers that I use on my products. So I have so many of them, because I have to buy so many of them to get them at the right price, that I thought I should just put them on my store. So I have. So like for instance, these low profile female headers, for all the different size boards that I do. So 17 pin for the Pros 3, 16 pin, 12 pin, 11 and 10. That works for all my boards. And then I've got stackable headers. So these are custom headers in that they're only 5mm high. They're low profile, 5mm high and 3.3mm pin length. The usual ones that you can get are 8.3mm high on the plastic, which are really tall, that yuck, or even 5.3mm high on the plastic, and 4.5 or 5mm on the pins. So these are pretty cool. Stackable, so these are custom stackable. I did want 9mm pin length, but had a lot of issues with that with the manufacturer. But these are also low profile. They're 5.8mm, that's the shortest they could do. But these are normally 11mm, the plastic on top. They're terrible. I hate stacking headers where you've got such a huge gap between the boards. So these again are custom. And then these are my custom, I didn't do a side shot, I should have. These are my custom dual row SMT that I get. These are again 5mm high, low profile. I've actually got some like here, little, quite low profile. They're really nice. And I've got single row as well, but I haven't put them on yet. So I'm starting to add a whole bunch of accessories on here, just to make my life painful. Anyway, there's that. Sorry, I thought I'd mention it. Get it out of the way. Bye. So before we get to code, which one? Yay. So my first production boards of, God, the lighting on this is terrible. My first production boards of my RGB Touch. I've only run one of each, again, to validate, always have to do, and because I needed to do a slight case revision for them, which I've done. That's actually what's printing at the moment. You might be able to see just behind me, right there, that's a pile of case parts that I'm printing. Hey Dutch Maker, how you doing? So I'm starting to stock up on all the parts to actually start building RGB touches. It's one thing to do the electronics, but there's a lot of stuff to do. So as you can see, a bunch of cases here, and starting to print a bunch of the diffusers. But what I wanted to show you was, so I had a bit of feedback after last week stream. Some good, some bad. Well, not bad, but some, yeah. So there was a bit of chatter about the whole battery situation. Why such a small battery? What if you want to put a larger battery, whatever. So I made a couple of changes, which I want to quickly show. And then we'll get into the tic-tac-toe stuff. So with the actual, this is the case, that it all fits together in, the frame. I've actually now made the battery section bigger. I rearranged this whole area, and so you can actually fit a bigger battery here, like up to probably like an 800 milliamp style battery inside the case if you want to. But what I also did is modified the case to allow me to design. So this has obviously got nothing, or I can actually put this, I'll ad hoc put this together right now just to kind of show you. Obviously it's screwed together, but this will not stay in its current configuration because it's designed to be screwed together. So what I've added is a little notch just here where the battery normally goes into, and I've designed, this is just my prototype, so this logo didn't work too well, but on the final ones, yes, this is just printed in PLA. I was going to print them all in ASA, but I ended up just printing them in PLA. So I've designed this battery pack add-on. It's pretty chunky, but what this does, this allows you to fit a very large battery. So here's an example of a large, or a medium battery that is unfortunately broken. I pulled the wire off. Yay. Actually, this one's about to come off as well. But this is a 2000 milliamp hour battery. This is quite a low profile one, so you can fit much bigger than this in here, right? I mean, as you can see, there's plenty of room. There's an extra 2 millimeters in height and a lot of space. And this actually, so what you do is you take, move that out of the way, you take out the 4 screws on the bottom, which are 5 millimeter screws, and then once you put your battery in, this clips into the bottom, like this, and then you screw it together with 10 millimeter screws. And so you end up with a slightly chunkier thing, but with a massive battery inside. Like, I believe, looking just online on the different shapes and sizes, I mean, I know that you can get some batteries that are super thick, the ones with the blue wrapping, but you can get these ones that look like this, the ones that don't have the blue wrapping. You can get them really large. You can get, like, I've seen some that are like a 2800 milliamp hour battery that can fit inside here now. So for those that want the option of a bigger battery, I'm going to be having these as a separate thing that you can purchase, but I'll also have them where you can print them yourself if you want to. The only thing is you'll need to provide your own 10 millimeter M2.5 screws if you're going to print your own backing, which is fine. Can't be longer than 10 millimeter. If you're longer than 10 millimeter and you screw them together, you could potentially damage the top of this. So I'm just letting you know now. 10 millimeters is the max. An 8 millimeter may work, but I don't know. It's been designed for 10. So anyway, so that's another option. And then because of this change that I made to support this, so it will just clip in, but it won't stay. Like it can come apart. And so it does need to be screwed in together because you need to take the screws out here to do it. So you need to screw it together. But because of the change I made to support this, I also have, I haven't finished designing it yet, so I've got nothing to show yet, but I've also got a bracket that you can connect to this instead of a battery case, and the bracket then has mounting holes on the back, so for people who want to mount this to something. So there was a discussion on my Discord about using something like this inside a museum, or as a touch thing, like on a little kiosky controller or something, where you need to actually attach it to something. So because of the change I made here, I can now have an adapter on the back that'll let you mount things. Like it won't be a Visa mount, although maybe I can fit Visa. I'm not sure. Visa's 100mm apart. Yeah, that's going to be a bit tight. But anyway, no, it's not very chonky. It's just chonkier. So it's actually only this much thicker. But I've got it's chamfered on the bottom. It's quite nice. It's actually quite nice to hold. And it doesn't add a huge amount of weight, although it depends on the battery you put inside. How many complete units do I hope to sell? I have no idea. Hey, Hababara. No idea. How many do I hope to sell? 1 million. No, I don't, because I can't make 1 million. I don't know. I don't know. I think they're going to be pretty niche. So, now let me put these away. So the bottleneck right now on getting these released is just printing. I've only got the one printer I can print on, and I can only print 2 cases at a time because of issues with the printer, and I can't really run out and buy another printer just to get more cases made. 75mm spacing. Okay, well I can maybe look at doing that. I don't know what. I mean, the idea is that I can put a reference design, like a step file, and then people can make their own backing. Now that it can support having something else connect to it, then people can kind of design what they want if they want something custom. Okay, so let me put those aside. I don't want to wreck those. Really like design. Have you thought about making the top parts with the holes out of black acrylic? No, it can't be out of acrylic. The top part is the touch interface. So, no, it's this top part. This top part here is a PCB with electronics on it. Can't be anything else, and it can't be covered. So, what you see is what it is. Just quickly before we get into coding, this is just my first prototype, the old one with the screws on top. I've done a bit more with the firmware. Might not be able to. I'm going to turn the lights down, or off, I should say. When I say down, I mean off. Yay! It's dark in here. Woo! Okay, that's bright. So I've got orientation. I did have 4 direction, but I got rid of... Wow, why has that stopped working? My camera's locked up. Great. Okay, I don't know what happened then. I had 4-way orientation. Can it be used while charging? Yeah, absolutely. So if you got the... That's super bright. Hang on. Let's see if I can fix that. It's now dark and I can't see. Okay, I don't know if that's gonna... It's gonna go in and out of brightness now. I'll have to turn one of the lights back on. Damn! I'm just in the dark. No. Let's do that one. We'll do that one. Okay. Right, try that again. I've now got an off. It was on the other end. You can now turn it off go
Power off. Goodbye.
power off, goodbye, and that's actually shut the whole thing down. Hey Mad Techie, hey Mr. DIY. So let's turn it back on again.
Unexpected maker. Patterns.
So I've got some new modes. This is the patterns mode, and you can swipe to change the pattern. They're just different effects for whatever, and they just loop through.
Menu.
I've added a calm mode,
Calm.
and that's not, why's that not working? Oh, right. So that's just like a breathing mode. It's supposed to be a, guys, changing the lighting of the camera, sorry. Anyway, whatever,
Menu.
I'm redoing all the icons at the moment, so they're all funky colors. What else? I guess the most important thing is I got ESP-NOW working with auto discovery. So I'm going to reset this one, and you'll hear this one in a minute hopefully go.
Unexpected maker. Play. Found peer.
Yeah, that found peer. Woo! Hey Johnny. So they automatically found each other just then. They're constantly polling, listening for new peers. So they're not connected, but they found each other, so they can talk to each other now. So I do have sharing going now with ESP-NOW instead. So you've got the option for UDP, or when I say the option, a user can't decide at the moment, but I've got UDP sharing and I've got ESP-NOW sharing going, which is pretty cool. Okay, I'm going to turn this one off.
Menu. Power off. Goodbye.
Goodbye. Just for now. You don't need it yet. And I'm going to plug this one in. This one has nothing on it right now other than
Menu.
that was funny. It's got no modes. It's got settings, and it's got, oh, that's so bright. God, the DSLR is the worst camera to use for this. No, it's discovery over ESP-NOW. UDP still requires an internet. ESP-NOW doesn't require internet. So it's all ESP-NOW. So, yeah. So this is, well, I should actually, let me go to here. Coding, no, not that one. Coding DSLR, that one. Let's go to this one. So this is a kind of like an empty project. Empty meaning it's set up for tic-tac-toe. It's got nothing game related in here at all right now, and it's got none of the other modes or anything else, but all the capabilities of the other firmware. So I didn't want to add tic-tac-toe to the other firmware. Yeah, it's not Wi-Fi. So ESP-NOW is a version of it's an ad hoc Wi-Fi protocol that's kind of a it's not an official thing with Wi-Fi. It's it's a bastardization of Wi-Fi that doesn't require an AP. So it doesn't use UDP. It's all its own technology underneath. So this is really, I didn't want to put tic-tac-toe in the other thing because that would have broken a lot. I wanted to make it completely separate, and then I'm hoping that part of getting tic-tac-toe going today is to just get a bit of a framework, a game framework happening that other people can also use, that I can just stick in GitHub. So I'm hoping that, I guess this is readable. Can I zoom anymore? Oh, I can. Good. Okay. For those Googling is hard. What? Oh, is that for ESP-NOW? That's okay. Not everyone has to Google it. You can ask. Yeah, it's ad hoc. It's a yeah. It was a bit of a pain to get the ESP-NOW working in a class instance. It's really not written to work in a class instance, which is a bit of a pain. Okay, we should just get started. I have not done any work on this, and I have a kind of an idea in my head about how this might work, but I have no idea. No idea. So let's just start. I do know that I want to create a folder called frameworks, I think. So in here, because I want to do this like so this is not a coding tutorial, please. You all know I can't code very well. It's not a coding tutorial, and I might completely botch this, how I set it all up, so whatever. I want to make a base class, like a multiplayer game base class, I think. I think. I don't know. I don't know if we need a base class. But I'm going to call this multiplayer game. What are we going to need here? Include Arduino.h. Oh god, can't spell. Arduino.h. We're probably going to want vector. Say no. This is it's platform IO. It's Arduino, but it's platform IO. I'm using the Arduino core, not the RDF stuff. Public, private. Okay, so what are we going to have as a base for any game? If it's a multiplayer game, we're going to need to have players, right? We're going to need a player, something to hold a player. And let's do a struct player. What's a player going to have? A name? I guess. Don't know how a player would enter a name on a device like this. Maybe in a web interface. I don't know. What was it? Sion loved tutoring us. No. People love tutoring Sion. Tutoring? I'm not sure that tutoring is the right word. People love, I don't know. Thanks, Johnny. I am getting better. I'm getting better. I say good. I'm getting better at C++. I still wish I wasn't in C++ land to do all this stuff, but yeah. Anyway, so we're going to need a MAC address for each player. Now, the MAC address for ESP-NOW, their peer stuff, peer help. I just had it. They use this peer address. What is it? It's a uint86. Okay, so I guess we're just going to copy that. Because we might as well just use, or do we just put the peer? I don't think they've got the MAC address in the peer info, do they? Oh, they do. What? So they put the MAC address in the peer info, but they also have it separately. Why do they do that? Peer info. Okay, I don't know, but I'm not gonna store the peer, I'm just gonna store the MAC address. That's all we need, I think. So, uint8t T. I'm not going to call it. I'm just going to call it Mac, and I can't spell. Okay. Wow. So, what else do we need for the player? Well, I guess a player might need a score. Would they need a negative score? I hope not. How big a number do they need for a score? I don't know. Tic Tac Toe, they don't really need a score, do they? Unless we're tracking how many wins. Thanks, Miss. Yeah. This is a general framework, like, to start with. We can always add more later. Tic Tac Toe will be built on top of this, but we need a, yeah. Do we need to know if they're a master or not? That might, for this we don't, but maybe we might. Is master. What else? Might we need? Is that enough for the moment? No, a player has a score, not the game. What do you mean? If I've won 5 games and you've won 3, well, it's 5-3. Like, it's not a game. The player has a score. When was the last time you played games, Peter? Jeez. Okay, let's leave it at that for the moment. So we're going to need should it be player or MP player? Okay, so we need a list of players. What else do we need? I guess we need a number of players. We can get the number of players by the size here, but I'm talking about the max number. So in a game of tic-tac-toe, it's 2 people. So we need to set, so there will be a uint 8t max players. Okay. So we need getters and setters for all these. So we need a void set max. Set max? No, set num players T. Oh my gosh, what is with my typing? Okay, we need a get. Seriously, is my keyboard in a weird position that I can't type today? I cannot. Let me just shake my keyboard. Get num players. What a game session ID. Will GitHub get work on you is master? Yeah, maybe. I don't know. GitHub can shove it up their jutsi if they do. I don't think we need a game or a session ID. You can only be playing one game, and you're not going to be able to resume a game. It's local. It's yeah, I don't know. Maybe is coordinator. Well, that'll be the same as is master. Oh, you're talking about is okay. Is host. Is host. There we go. I think that's better. Now these are pretty simple. Should I inline these? I know the convention is not in. Okay, I won't inline them. Okay. You int. I'm missing a T. Okay, so let's. New file. mp game.cpp. Include. H. So.
Fartman says loud noises. Hi everyone, slightly smiling face.
Only a slightly smiling face? I really should. I don't know why I did that. Should be that. Multiplayer game. Okay, void, multiplayer game, colon. Max players equals none. That's a really hard one, and return players dot size. Okay, wow, so hard. Okay, let's start on. How you doing, fart man? Okay, frameworks. So we're going to put Tic Tac Toe in there, or we're putting that in a games folder. I don't know. For now, we'll stick it in here. So Tic Tac Toe. Are we going to prefix it with game? Game Tic Tac Toe? I don't know. Does it matter right now? Include mpgame.h. So this is going to be a class that, so we're going to call this Tic Tac Toe, and it's going to derive from multiplayer game. Why is that underlined? Oh, it's not. Oh, hang on, it's got to be public. Public multiplayer game. Okay, so Never-Ending Story. Good song. Your antics slightly backfired. What? I don't know what you're talking about. Okay, so Tic Tac Toe. What's Tic Tac Toe? What are we going to need for Tic Tac Toe specifically? There's a board, isn't there? There's a board. There's 9 positions, so you int. So I'm thinking, whoops, 8. So we need to know if positions are occupied or not, but we also need to know what's in the position, not just is it occupied. So yeah, playfield array, like the board, the layout. So I'll call it board, I think. And there are 9 positions on the board. So if we make it 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Wait, can I initialize that in here? I think I can. So 0 will be unoccupied, 1 will be a cross, I guess, or a circle, 2 will be a cross. Does that make? Yeah, we need to know whose turn it is. Should that be in the multiplayer side? Whose turn? You can from C++11. Hello, Mr. Watts! Again, 2 weeks in a row! Oh my god, I feel so special. I feel so special. Surely the only winning move is not to play. Oh my god. I need to add that. I need to add that sound to the thing. Shall we play our game? We're gonna need a set. So set piece. What are we calling them? Pieces. Set position. And 8T. And what is it? I'm calling it a piece because it would physically be one, I guess. Normally. How you doing, David? Of course it's a Whopper reference. Of course it is. Yeah. True to my heart, David. War Games reference. Okay, set position. That needs to be a bool because we need to return if it's going to be set correctly or if you can't set it because it's occupied. And the player. So we're going to do the player ID, the int, or we're going to do the player. The player won't exist. It will exist in both, but the instance, the thing in the struct will be different. So and on each side, when someone starts, they're going to be added as the first instance in the list of players. So I can't use that. By the way, you only need to populate the first position with the number. Oh, that's interesting. I didn't know that. Okay. Cool. Less typing. Player ID. How we're going to do an ID of the player? What's if we... I don't want to have to do a hash and pass it back when someone joins. Okay, we'll work that out in a moment. Uint 8t player ID. We want to know who it is that's actually setting the position. Right, we need a draw void. Oh my god, void draw board. Right. And we need a right. Stupid. We're gonna need a start game, and we're gonna need a void. I think. So draw board will update whatever the board is based on what positions, and then also check the result. Right? We don't need a separate function to do that. I don't think. We'll see. 0 is empty. Yeah, 1 is x, 2 equals 0. Yeah, something like that. Fully done except the kitchen. That comes next to you. Are you fully done now apart from the kitchen? That is awesome, David. Like, I just want it to be able to start a game and... Wow, okay, I don't know how we're going to do this. Anyway, uint 8t current player for the whose move it is. I don't like that being a uint, but anyway. And then how are we going to decide who is what? Send you a low effort video tour on Discord. Cool. Your bedroom looks amazing from your last video. Hang on. My printer just jammed. Hang on. Which filament? Oh my god. Another bamboo filament reel. It just jammed. It was just twisted. Oh my god. So this is 2/3 of the way through the filament reel, and there was a twist in the filament, and it couldn't feed it. Man, their filament quality is so bad. So this is a fancy 3D printer, not something. No, this is a Bamboo Labs X1C, so the X1 Carbon. And it is. I've had a few issues with the printer, but their filament, like I actually returned a bunch of filament. They replaced it, because it was their refills, and the cardboard reel inside the refill was on. They were just all damaged. They were mangled, and you couldn't fit them in the refill things. But I've also had, like, I posted pictures on Twitter, heaps. Just their, like, reels, their reeling of filament. It's got twists and tangles everywhere. Anyway, back to this. Okay. Yeah, we should actually. That's a very good point, AJ. So we're going to go enum. God. Enum. Piece. It's going to be empty equals 0. Circle equals 1. Cross equals 2. That better? That's better. It's going to be a piece, and this will be. That should actually be a board piece. That's better. You like a rubber duck when programming? Prefer a rubber duck in the bathtub. Okay. We should. Okay. New file. Game. Tic Tac. See, I should have done a lot of this before the stream, but I didn't want to start because then I would have just done it all. Include game Tic Tac Toe. Okay, what do we need? It's just easy to do this. Copy and paste. Yay. So I hate typing, especially on stream. Wrote a program drunk for 4 hours straight. Okay. You wrote it drunk, or was it a drunk program? So interesting. So the player, we're not actually tracking. Do we need to know whose is whose pieces are whose? It doesn't really matter. I don't know. What we didn't do is for the set position, we didn't actually add a what position. That's a bit stupid. U int 8 t position. I don't think we need the player ID for this. Not right now. Not right now. I don't know how we're going to use that yet. And on a 2-player game, I'm not sure that's necessary. So go board. What did I call it? Yeah, it was board. So if pause here. Why is my autocomplete not working? Can't be less than 0. So less than 9. Actually, I don't even have to pass that as an int, do I? I know we haven't checked if it's occupied or not. I just want to see if I can get rid of these errors. Freaking hate it. Come on, go away. Yeah, we're not up to that yet. Let's just get it. Save the file at least once for the auto. Yeah, I'm saving all the time. Command S, Command S, Command S, Command S. I'm saving. It's just Visual Studio Code. It's just gone really funky the last 2 or 3 updates. Yeah, we're not up to any of that, Mr. DIY. Let's just get the basic. I just want to get it to display a board to start with. That'd be really cool. Okay, so we're going to make sure that. I know I could make this one thing, but if board position equals see, it's not auto-completing. I'm just going to compile and see what's going on. Hey, Wagon Loads. Doesn't like something. Oh, right. I forgot. I copied and pasted. Why doesn't it like that? God, what the hell is it building? Jesus. Okay, well that's compiling, yay. Okay, draw board. We're going to need access to display.h. Yeah, too much stuff to compile. See, why is it automatically underlined that? I was going to say I can't find it because of the folder I'm in. Probably. Ah, right. Okay. So... drawing the board from outside the display is going to be a problem, because the display loop, which is here, the update, I haven't made the matrix that you write, like the class, is not public, and I haven't written, so here it's private, and I haven't written overrides for things like draw line, and so I need at least a draw line. Okay, so void, or just a line, call it draw line. Draw line, I need uint 8. I write uint 8t a lot. It must be a quick way to do it. What? Catch you later, Max. Thanks for joining. X, comma, uint 8ty. X0, Y0, comma. Oh my god. See how Visual Studio, because I haven't got the semicolon there, it just wraps the other line around, and when I save it, so this is my Clang, anyway, the Clang formatting, but that's just irritating that it does that when I'm not saving, when I haven't saved yet. I'm sure I can turn the auto formatting off somewhere, but, and why is it, oh boy, I'm having a bad typing day today, and then I need a colour. Okay, far out. That is really annoying. So this is just so I can draw like an outline for the board. Draw. You probably use fast line. I'm not going to worry about it for the moment, but I could have done it with a fast line. See, this is stupid that I'm having to do this. But anyway, and that should be Y1. Wow. Really, really bad, see, I'm really bad. Coding on stream, terrible idea. So now in board, I can now do display.drawLine. So we've got 1, 2, 3. So I'm going to do 3 by 3 icons. I think 1, 2, 3 line, 1, 2, 3 line, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 3 by 3. So we're going to need. So that's 0, 0. So we're going to need a line at 0, 1, 2. So 3, 0, 3, 11. So it's one vertical line. And what color am I going to make them? See, I can't get the color either. I can't use the color purple. I'm going to make it the lines purple. See, I also need to do that. Oh, I need a. So I normally do all the display stuff in the display class, but it doesn't make any sense to, like, a game should be isolated. So I'm going to need a uint 32t color. Uint 8db. Return matrix color RGB. Oops. Okay. So display dot color. So we're doing this purple. So that'll be 128, 0, 255, I think. Make the lines radioactive. Are you talking about me, the way I'm talking? And that's funny that you mentioned that, because I actually just watched The Hobbit and Lord of the Rings over the last week. So it's funny that you mentioned Gandalf. I know I could put these in a for loop. 4, 5, 6, 7. But it seems silly for the cute programming trait. I don't know about cute, but thanks. So these are. I was about to put a pound for a comment. Vertical lines. And there's going to be horizontal 0, 3, 0, no. What? 11. 3. God. Horizontal lines. Okay, so let's see if we can get it to, so if we're in fun mode, so fun mode is either we're in fun mode, which is anything that isn't a menu or settings, right? So if we're in fun mode, and then we check this, so our main mode is fun, and our play mode in this case is play, which would be on the other version of the software would be any of the particular modes that we're playing. So this would be game or whatever, but anyway, play. We're updating every, doesn't matter how often we're updating. We're going to clear the screen, and then we're going to, so how we're going to, we don't have a game reference, so we're going to need, okay, so we need to go back a bit. So in here we're going to need extern tic-tac-toe game, and here, so I like doing this on all my classes. So when you import game tic-tac-toe, it automatically creates the reference and adds the extern for you. I do that in everywhere. So if you look here in my main at the end, still called touch me, in my settings, right, everywhere. So I don't have to stick extern anywhere. All I know is if I import, so if I go into display here and I type in include frameworks / game tic-tac-toe, it automatically gives me my reference. So now I can just do this now, and go game.drawboard. Okay, so that is going to every 100 milliseconds, which is crazy, but doesn't matter. It's going to update the board. So let's flash, that should actually just draw a thing on here. Let's just get that. I just want to get something on the screen. Oh, I didn't mention before. So I have deep sleep going, but it won't go into deep sleep if you're powered by cable. And I've got screen dimming after X period of time, and then display shutdown, but not deep sleep after a certain period of time before it goes into deep sleep to save battery power. So, and also just to not have it bright. And so when it's in any of the non-deep sleep modes, you can touch it to wake it. It's flashing right now, so I won't do it. Or you can move it to wake it, as you'll see in a moment. So if I put it, oh, yay, except we're going one too far. So because it's an even number of things, then it doesn't quite fit. So, but you'll see this will dull in a minute. Or actually, what have I set it to? It could be 30 seconds. When you see it dull, I'll show you, and you can wake it up again. It's cool, but yeah, whatever. So that needs to be 10, 10, 10, 10. Is that purpley enough? I think so. Make 1 pixel broader. Make 1 pixel. Huh? Ah, catch you later, GL42. What do you mean, make it broader? I'm not... Huh? Hey, Jonathan. Yeah, it's been a while. Hope you're well. Okay, so we need, in the icons, I've already got a small cross, obviously. Oh, see that? So it's gone into... The display is on... Actually, no, I don't know. But I can shake it. See that? And it woke back up again. Yay. Or I can touch it. Anyway, I've got all that stuff going. So I've already got a cross, a 3x3 cross here. So
Play.
I'm going to also make a 3x3 circle, which is really more like a diamond. Icon circle, small. And that's going to be, and these colors are all, so red is a cross. I need a hue for green. Okay, so, oh, damn it, I don't have, wait, can I go into hue saturation, green, 130. Just bear with me a second. Oh yeah, it is, okay, so 130. So green would be, yeah, 130, okay. So my icon colors now are, they use a hue, which unfortunately is not 0 to 255, which is why they're in UINT 16. It's complicated, but I'll, yeah. So that's a bit of a diamond circle, something. So will it make 1 pixel? I don't know what you mean by... Yeah, we can do something with the extra space. Right, it's the same thing. All my icons are the same. That I want a multicolored icon, but I don't want to have to encode 3 color channels or make it a UINT 32. And so I chose to use HSV instead. Anyway, so we've now got a circle, and so to use that circle, I need to create an icon. It's an icon, so I need to define an icon for it. So icon is just using a map. So cross small, circle small, and it's using icon circle. So now I have a cross and a circle called whatever, and then I can, so just for shits and giggles, what we don't have is a list of positions for each board. Should we have a list of positions? I think we should. Oh, I don't know. Or do we just calculate it out? Oh, cool. Another person renovating a house. Congratulations on your house purchase. Okay, I'm just going to stick 2 things on here, just to see what they look like. So I can just go display dot show icon, and so if you look at show icon, it's looking for the icon, and it's looking for an X and a Y position for it. So the icon I want is display.icons, what do I call it? Cross small, and I want that to be at 0, 0. I bet you these aren't public. They are public, okay. Why is that not? Don't know why that's doing that. And then I'm going to put a circle small at the center, which is going to be 3, so it's going to be 4, 4,4, I think. Yeah, I need to do a list of, why is it not liking that? Oh, I know why. I need to, Yep. Okay. Oops. Shit. Okay, that's what it was. Yeah, I just didn't want to have to sit there and map it all out. But okay, so am I doing 2 arrays? 8 T board. That was a board position. Piece position X. How many positions are there? Oh, there are 9. Right. That should show now, hopefully, when it boots. What happened?
Unexpected maker.
Wow.
Play.
Look at that! Yay! We've got an X. Okay, so the positions are 0, 4, 5, 6, and 8. And then that will be looping 0, 4, 8, 0, 4, 8. I probably could have worked this out algorithmically, right? Maybe. Well, these will be the same, won't it? Hang on. Will these be the same? Because that'll also be 0, 4, 8. 0, 4, 8. Hang on, how does that work? No. Oh my god, so 0, 4, 8. No, it won't be. What am I talking about? They'll all be 0, 0, 0. 4. Oh, I can talk about. I need coffee. I need coffee. And that'll be 8. 8, 8. Okay, right. Whew. So. Okay, we're going to draw it from the board position, right? So for, I don't know what the difference is between that and size T. I've started using size T for things. I is less than 9. I plus, oh my god, plus plus. If board I equals board piece cross, then we're going to sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. What did I just call these? I've already forgotten. Right, piece position X, I, and Y, I. Like that, I think. Else equals circle, can't type. Okay. So that won't draw them now, but that should draw the pieces, I would hope. Like hearing the deep magics, the rumbling and the grumbling, and all I need is my pipe. I don't smoke. I don't use a pipe. If I was ever going to smoke, I think I'd like to smoke a pipe, which is probably the worst thing you could possibly smoke. But anyway, we'll get onto that another time. Okay, so we don't even have a constructor for this or anything. Oh, okay. I don't even know how I'm going to get this going. Piece, XY. So I don't know what piece XY. I don't know what that's in reference to, but This is good. Okay, so start game. Who gets... We need to choose which one you're going to be. What about each player having 3 touch me units? 3D tic-tac-toe. Each player having 3. Okay, sure. Well, you can... So AJ wanted 10 RGB touches so he can get a multiplayer hosted game going. Like multiple people joining to one host. Peter, you can grab a whole bunch of them and you can get 3D tic-tac-toe going. Of the elements in the array, is that an extension in automatic spacing? Oh, I've got a painstakingly created Clang format file that I have, that I put in my projects, that does all the formatting. Almost the way I like it. It does. It's a few things that I can't get it to do. So like on a struct, you see here, I can't get it to not double tab because it's assuming, so a struct by default, you don't have to put public, right? You can, you don't have to. But it's assuming that there's a public there, and so it puts a double tab. Really frustrated, really frustrating. Like I'd like it to not do stuff like that, but other than that, I've got my formatting pretty much the way I like it, almost. Okay, I need a. You know what we don't have? Right, we. As I said, I did not plan any of this out, so. There's a set position, but what we need actually is a bool touch board at uint. How do I abbreviate uint 8t that I have to type it all the time? Okay. So we need a touched board because this is going to come from the touch API. It's kind of important. And the position is going to be, so that's going to be doing a return set position. So a player needs to know what piece they are. So that'll have to get decided at the start of the game. Type def U into U8. Not recommended. Yeah, the problem with that is, I don't want to do that because then people aren't going to understand what it is and not look through the code to find it. I'm talking about, like, is there a way in Visual Studio Code where I can just type in, I don't know, Control Shift U and it'll write uint 8t for me or something like that. Why is that flashing again? Man. Okay. Okay, so here it's going to be set position. It's going to be x plus y times no, we need to get the board position, an index of the board. You have to code in a cheat mode. What, into Visual Studio Code? What? How am I going to... I'm going to get an XY position. I'm going to have to work out from that what the board position is. So it'll be x divided by 3. Plus y. Yeah, I don't want to copy and paste. No, that's not a solution. Can you keep track of the pieces and just flash those? What do you mean flash them when it's your... Oh, to let you know when... Yeah, well, we haven't even got to that part yet, but yeah, I can. Right now, what's an algorithm to determine a 9 positions from an XY position? So x divided by 3 plus y divided by 3 times 3, the y one. Would that set the... Would that set the position? So x divided by 3, so if I click... I guess all we can do is try y times 3 plus... No, it's not y, no. That's going to give me... That won't give me the board position. The board position is only 9 positions. Remember? So each section of, I guess, 4 by 4 block is a position. So that'll give me... Yeah, I'm getting an X and a Y back, not a board position back. I'm not getting a 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm getting 0 to 11, 0 to 11. Why do you feel stupid? What? Dude, are you not listening to me? I have no idea what I'm doing. Okay, let's just go here. Let's go to the Touch API. Okay, so we also need to include frameworks game. Okay, so if we're in, so similar thing, we're grabbing the XY. And we only care about one touch in this case. And we're not even going to add it to here. So we're going to say if touch me dot check play mode equals play mode, oh my god, modes play, then we're going to not do a touch, we're going to do game dot touched board at, and I'm using I, comma J, not X, comma Y, and then we're going to do a return. So we only care about the very first touch, and we're going to exit out. Yes, I know, everyone else, X divided by 4 plus Y divided by 4 times 3. Is it divided by 3 or 4? Yeah, you're probably right, it's divided by 4. Except we might need... The problem with that is that's going to prevent me from getting into the menu. Right, so I might need to do this instead. Oh, God. That might be a problem. Okay. Okay. Yeah, that's not going to work. That's going to break the whole menu system, the touch interface. I'm going to blow my nose. 1 second. Oh, excuse me. Could not get to the mute button in time or a tissue in time. Had to do a runner. Yay, no blood nose. That's a first. So we're going to need to do it all the way down. For now, I'm just going to put it here. I don't know where I'm going to put it yet. So yeah, this touch code does a lot of stuff. It does button detection. It does swipe detection. It does capturing of a whole bunch of things, which we don't need most of it in play mode, but we do for other things. Catch you later, David Esser. Have a good sleep. So what we actually want is touches 0, the first touch, dot x dot y. Let's see if this works. So that's going to do that. So that'll be divided by 4. And player piece. My player piece isn't actually set. Equals. Oh, look at all that. Board piece. I'll make mine a circle. So that this might let me touch the board and add circles. We'll see. It's the top left corner, not the center. Oh, didn't like something. Oh. They don't need that. And that was wrong anyway. Okay. It needs to return a number. Sorry, a bull. Oh, how long are we going for? 1 hour and 33. Haven't got any multiplayer stuff happening yet. I guess could also get a single player or a two-person game going on one controller, right? Satisfaction? What? Oh, right. Yep. Well, that's why I changed the name. Well, that's not why I changed the name, but... Okay, so now I should be able to go... Oh, crash! Didn't like that. That would have been an out of range error. Let's wait for this to... Okay. Yep. Okay, what was the dump? Touched board. Didn't like touched board. Hello? Wow, it's not taking me there. Interesting. So let's print out some stuff. That's obviously out of bounds here. So it's probably what... Well, that's what this will do. The set position will do that. It'll make sure it's within the range and it'll make sure it's empty. So you won't be able to do it on all... I can't stop capturing it, but that's okay. Printf... X is... Y is... pos... and go u int 8t pos equals this, and that'll be the issue. Oh, come on. D, and I should have done these first. X, comma, Y, comma, pos. Okay, it's going to crash again, but I need to see what the values are. Yeah, so by default, so the board piece has an empty, which is 0. So 1 for a circle, 2 for a cross, and it'll only let you place on the empties. And that doesn't matter. So each board will be in sync, because when I do a touched board or set position, one of those two, one of those will send the data to the other person, probably the set position. So that should keep them both in sync. So we have to add all the packet, all the data stuff for that. So this will still crash again, but we should get the reason. Here.
Unexpected maker. Play.
X5, Y5, position is 4. So I touch the middle, and 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's correct. So why'd that crash? I don't need to, because it loads. Because why? This is fine. Like this, it doesn't need to understand a piece that you touched. It's a position that you touch. So this is fine. X, Y, position 4. So, but it's crashing at. Oh, now it's crashing at draw board. Why is it crashing at draw board? At line 29 in the for loop. Why would that be? Is this a 9i++? Unless this isn't initialized correctly? Are we sure that this 0 works? Because it's crashing at, it thinks it's crashing at 29. Oh, but that'll be the for loop. Why can't I use size T there? Piece plus X, piece plus Y. Nothing wrong with those, I don't think. Right, but I was told it'll init all of them. That's why I changed it. Who was it that said that? 4, 5, 6. 1, 8, 9. Yeah, let's put that back. Was it Christian who said, or someone else said, that you only need the first one? I had that originally. Okay, let's try that. If it works now, yeah, I'm blaming you. Of course I am. Couldn't be me. I don't do anything wrong, ever. Oh my god. Said Sion, never. Said Sion's children, never. Said Sion's customers, never. Oh my god. Said insert anyone ever in the world that ever lived, ever. Oh boy. So I'm expecting a massive blood nose. I had one yesterday.
Sion, Chad has disconnected.
What? Nope, it's back. Okay. So sometimes, so the latest version of Platform IO, it flashes and it doesn't restart the device. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't.
Maker, play.
It's really annoying. That
Unexpected
crashed again.
maker, play.
It crashed again. Same thing. Or maybe it didn't flash it. Did it flash it? Maybe it didn't flash it. Draw board. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There are 9 values in each. What is wrong with... Seriously. Oh God, you know what? I don't know. I, comma. It's going to be something really obvious, but I don't know what it is. Seriously, dot print. Yeah, it's like try and make it clean. No, I mean it shouldn't be, really. I'll clean it. It's going to take ages to compile. When I say ages, I mean it's still way faster than the Arduino IDE, but yeah. Okay. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I can make them static cons. I normally... But wait, why do I need to make them static? Why can't I just make them const? Oh. Oh, God. Oh. What's the advantage? What's the point of making them static? Anyway, let's see if this is going to crash anyway. This is still going to crash, but we'll see what the data is. See? It didn't restart again.
Unexpected maker, play.
Oh my God, it's going to... That's annoying.
Unexpected maker,
I'm
play.
going to pull it out. Sorry. I need to get to the crash. So the last thing it printed was... What? We didn't even get to the line. That was the touch. We didn't even get to the line before it crashed. Only be one instance of it for all the class instances. Right, there's only one class instance of it though. But yeah, okay. Oh, no, then you can't initialize it, can you? Then they have to be initialized in the other. And maybe that's the problem. Maybe I need to initialize this not in here. But, yeah, it definitely doesn't like the static there. I don't think. So I guess I need to do tic tac toe And I'm just going to do it in here. Just to piss everyone off. Oh, actually, can I do that? No, I can't. Oh no, this is such a pain in the freaking backside. So many limitations. You went 8 board 9. What do you mean would be fine? What is that? I don't understand. Why do I need to do that if it's a if I've initialized it like this, why do I need to do a mem set? That's the whole point of doing this an array. You don't have to. Right. I still don't understand. I still don't get what's crashing. Why is it not finding the port now?
Unexpected maker.
Oh, come on, go away. You're drunk. But I still shouldn't need memset. Like that, just by declaring this, that should allocate that space. That's the point of using a standard array, as opposed to doing well, that's my understanding. Like, why would you? I don't understand why you need it. Anyway.
Unexpected maker. Play.
Nope.
Unexpected maker. Play. Unexpected maker.
Oh, crash. It's not letting me get to the menu now because I'm doing a touch. That's annoying. So it's still crashing. It's crashing on this loop. Well, Tic Tac Toad. One, two, three, four. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay.
Unexpected maker. Play.
Maybe it doesn't like the way they're initialized. We're about to find out. Because if that crashes,
Unexpected maker. Play.
and it crashed.
Unexpected maker. Play.
Yeah, it's not printing this. So it does. It's not liking these. I don't get it. I'm doing this. I love vectors. Love, love, love them. Sorry about this, folks. This is like a weird stumbling thing that... Yeah.
Unexpected maker.
Unless it's my serial print line that's crashing. Yeah, that crashed too.
Unexpected maker. Play.
So... One, two, three, 4 items. 1, 2, 3, because that'll crash if it's wrong. Oh, does it need... Is it because of this? It better not be this. Really? That'd be absolute bullshit if it's that. Let me tell you. I think it's this. This is just bizarre. I know it does. I use that all the time. I use it all the time. I can't think of what it is.
Unexpected maker. Play.
6, 7, 8, 9. That's going to crash.
Unexpected maker.
See that?
Play.
So it wasn't the enum. I'm going to convert this to that as well. It's got to be something to do with the initializing of those. I can't possibly think of what else it could be. Oh, I didn't know you could do that. So what, like with a... Like that? Is that what you mean? I've never seen that before. I guess it... Yeah, okay. But still...
Unexpected maker. Play.
Crash.
Unexpected maker.
What
Play.
the frickin' hell? Now it's crashing it. Now it says it's a set position. It's not liking this. Remove the extra curly braces, but yes. Well, I could also, oops, just do this now. Nah. This, I don't know, this is crazy. No. Not that I can find. So, okay, here's a question for you. Wait, here's a question for you. If... I think I know what it could be. I think I know what it could be. Let me ask you a question. This tic-tac-toe game, yeah? Every time I do an include of game tic-tac-toe.h, this gets called, as does the extern. Is this a new instance every time? Could this be talking to a different instance in touch as what it is in display? Like, do I have to create like a static instance reference so there's only ever the one reference? This shouldn't do that. Because like I do this everywhere. No, that's in the C++ file. That's in the header file. So it should only give me the one reference, right? It shouldn't be multiple instances happening here. Then I don't understand what is going on. Yeah, I've got Pragma once. I've got all that. That's fine. All of the headers have that at the top. I don't get it. I don't know what this is. Thanks, AJ. That's what I thought. I mean, I use this everywhere in all my code. Reflow Master Pro, Tiny Watch, this. So I've never had this problem before. The only time I've had a problem was with the ESP-NOW stuff. With ESP-NOW, I couldn't do it. I had to actually create it was such a pain in the ass. I had to do this get instance thing. Because on the callbacks, I couldn't... well, we can get to this later. But I couldn't use their callback system. I couldn't register their callback stuff. Anyway, long story. But, yeah, I wish mine were long ago as well. I don't understand why this is crashing. And before it was in the drawing, and then that time it was in... But you can never even trust these. But my display code is doing nothing. look, it's not even displaying, it's drawing the outline and it's going through a loop and it's just now serially printing. So the only thing that could be crashing here is this line here, or I guess, or these, but right, so you have it, well, singleton is you use them in C# a lot, or in other higher level languages. There's no easy way to do a singleton inside C++. Well, I mean, it can be done, no easy way. Like, you can't say instance is this. Like, in C# you use a static, and the static is global. In C++, the static is local to the file. So, yeah. It gets a bit messy. I don't get it. If I get rid of this,
Unexpected maker. Play.
oh, absolutely. I've crashed stuff with a serial print before, but these are all ints. Int, and, well, that's an enum. No, that's an int. Board is an int. A uint. Yeah, static, I've, up until, like, during my game dev days, static meant global. So when I started using static here, like, years ago, like C++, it threw me because it wasn't global. It was actually wrecking everything.
Unexpected maker. Play.
Okay, that's still crashing,
Maker. Play.
even when I'm not displaying anything. So I wonder if it's my... It would have to be my touch code. Maybe it doesn't like me doing it here. Okay, so maybe I need to do... It's probably somewhere in here. Oh, what a pain. Sorry, everyone. So the touch code for this is not designed to do a single touch on a single LED as a one-off thing. I know that sounds like something that you'd want, but it isn't really. Not if you're painting, and not if you're pushing and holding to, like, do a button press, like a long press, whatever, and not if you're doing a swipe. You know what I mean? So it's
Unexpected maker. Play.
doing a single click with nothing else has never been anything I've needed and anything I've done on this up until now. Okay,
Unexpected maker.
that crashed again. So, but we know that's working because it's sending the set position. Like, see, like it's calling process touch, is calling touched board and set position, and it's printing that log. So Right, what I can do maybe is next touch. I can, just in case it's getting like multiple things. Put a 2-second buffer in. Like maybe when it's going through the loop, it's sending it multiple times. But that's the only thing I can think of. Well, we're only seeing the one log, but maybe it doesn't have time to print more than the one log. Wow. 2 hours and I haven't got anything going yet.
Unexpected maker. Play. Unexpected
No.
maker. Play.
Crashed again. So it's none of those things. Oh, I know what it is. I know what it is. Oh my God. This happened to me 3 weeks ago. This happened to me 3 weeks ago. Fuck! Ready? Return true. It's the return. It's missing return. The compiler doesn't pick up that there's no return on a bool. I'm telling you right now, that's exactly the problem. Oh my frickin' thing. And I should have known better because this happened to me 2 weeks ago and I can't tell you how much time I lost on it. I'm even so confident I'm going to do this. No compiler error. There might be a warning. Who knows? Wait. Why is nothing to do? It's not my compiler error settings. AJ, it's not. I don't set up the compiler error setting. This is seriously. This is not a Xeon thing. This is a Arduino / ESP32 / Platform IO / Visual Studio, like, yeah, sorry. I don't set it. Son of a, I'm telling you, that's what it is. You watch. I wouldn't even know where to look at set compiler settings. Settings. It's your during project settings. No, they don't. Maybe for a normal C++ project you set up from scratch where you pick your compiler and blah, 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 blah. This might have compiler settings somewhere, but you can't say it's my project. It's a Platform IO project. It gives you a default base framework where everything is under the hood.
Unexpected maker. Play.
Like, I've got disabled library warnings because the library spew out heaps of shit. Core debug level, Arduino log level error. Like, well, I don't know if that's an Arduino thing. Oh my God, look at that. Oops. I put that 2-second thing on. That's really annoying. I need to get rid of the 2-second thing. That whole fucking... Excuse my language. Actually, I might make it... Try using dash... What? Dash wall... I don't know what that... Oh. Where do I put that? You got, as I said, there is no, when you set up a project, there is no what compiler warnings or errors do you want, blah 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 blah. This is all done for you, so I wouldn't even know where they go or where I'd add compiler warnings like that. Is it in here? In build flags? Like, I don't know, like... Okay, anyway. Wow. Congratulations, I got that. No, that's just ridiculous. That's ridiculous. Once again, AJ, you're missing the point. Like, there is no GCC compiler settings that I'm aware of. If there are, I have no idea where they are or how they relate to the project. There's no file in the project anywhere that has GCC compiler settings. And it can't be Visual Studio Code specific. It'd have to be the project specific, as you said. But they're not options given to me at any point that I'm aware of. So, like, yeah, telling me compiler settings doesn't help me. It's not a thing in a Platform IO project that I'm aware of. I wouldn't know where it goes, wouldn't know where it lives, wouldn't know how to edit them. No, because there is no project settings. That's why I'm saying you're missing the point. You're confusing using Visual Studio Code for a C++ project that you set up from scratch to using a Platform IO project, which is set up for you. There is no project settings page. You don't go into whatever your compiler settings and your build settings, and they don't exist as a Platform IO. They might exist somewhere under the hood, but they don't exist as a Platform IO project. None of that is done. You don't do any of those things like you would if you were making your own project. Not that I'm aware of, not that I've ever seen, not that you get asked about or shown or anything when you set up a project. No. If there are under the hood things, don't know. It's exactly the same as if you set up an IDF project. You don't get those, you don't have access to GCC or compiler settings. They might be there, but I don't know. Possibly, but I don't know. Again, maybe someone with more C++ and Platform IO experience knows where they all live or whatever, but it's not a thing that's presented to me when I create a project or set up a project or whatever. Yeah. Look, I know what you're talking about. When I used to set up proper Visual Studio projects, like when I was working on PS4, Xbox, whatever else, that, I had to go in and set up all this, there was a compiler page that had like 50 million options and build settings page and like I had to set up folders and directories and there was tick boxes everywhere. I know what you're talking about. That does not exist anywhere in a Platform IO project. So I wouldn't even know how to turn that on or where I'd look. Back to this. Okay, so I've got it so you can touch. I really want to get just two of them okay, you know what? I just want to get something multiplayer going. I want to get, even if it's not a game, I don't care. At this point in time, we're 2 hours, 15 minutes in, and there's no multiplayer, there's no multiple player stuff. You can set compiler options in platform. So under build flags, Right, okay.
Unexpected maker. Play.
So in here, so what were the ones you said? Try using W wall, W extra. So if I do this, and if I got rid of the, sorry folks, now I'm just like, I just want to try this, see if this errors now, because if it does, I'll add it to all my projects, but well, that doesn't, it's recompiling everything from scratch, but that's okay. No, didn't pick it up, AJ. I commented out the returns and it still didn't pick it up. And now it's flashing. And now it's going to crash again. So that didn't work. Problems tab. Okay, I don't know what the problems tab. Never really looked in here, but at the end of the day, it should give me an error. I want an error. I want it to fail and throw an error because I'm missing a return. Okay. But for now, what I'm going to do, set position, so I want a, if, I'm moving that into here. Oh, shit. Bloody hell. Okay, and I want to do a, okay, so we need there's a send. Send. So let's send chunk. Okay, we need to add some ESP-NOW stuff. Okay, so we're going to need a bool. What are we sending? Send. Okay, I'm just thinking. Oh, now I'm all flustered on. What am I sending? There's going to be a there is no game data T, but where's chunk live again? In share. Okay, so I need a game data. Struct game T. So it's gonna be a get that back from the peer. We'll get the MAC address from that. So data. So what do I need? I only need a board. I need a position. I need a position, and I need a uint 8T piece, and I need a right, I don't remember these off by hand. Oops, no. Wait, what? Oh, that's for a chunk. I just want it packed. Then how do I do the raw? No, that's not right. It goes there, but how do I? Oh, right. It's got to be a union. Shit. Okay. So it's only... I guess I don't have to do it as a union. I just want to send... It needs to be packed to send it. This seems like a crazy amount of extra. Okay, just let's get this. I just want to get this going. Come on. Come on. Okay, send. There's got to be a simpler way I can do this, but anyway. What? Send and instance size of top. I don't know. I'm doing it the way I normally do this. Okay, just if it equals 2, do game data. What was it? I'm determined to get some data sent back and forwards. New packet equals... I don't know if it's going to let me do this. don't think I can do that. No. Does have to be a pointer? I don't know. I don't want to add it to the queue. I want to... Shit. I should have some... I'm sorry, I'm a bit of a head spin at the moment. So let's see. Not gonna like this. No. Has not been declared. Oh, right. Frameworks. At the moment, I don't care if I want to copy or a reference. I just want to get a... Hang on. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Okay. I'll worry about a reference or a copy in a moment. I just want to get something compiling. What? No, decal matches what? Oh my god. Put in the wrong spot. Put in the wrong spot. Okay. So my share system is for sharing animations of stuff you touch, which then can send UDP or ESP-NOW or whatever else. This is just going to be sharing ESP-NOW directly. What? Right. Yeah. It needs to be a pointer. I'm just brute forcing this. Oh. That waste of time and the error. It's such a frustrating thing. Okay, so now we need to tell it to send. So we're going to go this is so circular. Hopefully someone's going to be able to make this better. Because I should never be coding. game, data chunk, data. Wait, what is it? What's it? Oh my god. Why is it not liking? Hey Alan. Why doesn't it like me doing that? I create a... Why isn't that going to work? Oh.
Alan Madsen says codes live stream.
Yeah. I don't want to do a I don't want to do a union, I don't think. I just want to do this. Right. Maybe this will send something that will be received on the other end once I flash them both. Oh, no, it won't be. What did I get wrong? What did I get wrong this time? Oh. I didn't update that one. Okay, it's almost toilet time. 17 people left watching. Look how many people I've put to sleep. Nope. Oh, far out. There's only one. Hey Liam, how you doing? Grapes. Yeah, I'm talking about the non-Australians. I'm talking, yeah. What the? So maybe it won't let me pack it. If that's... So I still have to union it. What? I shouldn't have to uint it. It should convert it. Really? What? Oh, it uint to star. Huh? What? Will that give me the packed version of it? Okay, I need to do a toilet break. Quick toilet break, and then I'm going to flash the other one. Okay, back in a moment. Okay, I'm back. I'm going to flash this one. Is it still awake? Oh, I turned it off before. Okay.
Unexpected maker. Play.
Okay.
Play.
Can you hear the garage door? It's wicked.
Unexpected found peer. Play.
Okay, they found each other. So, the output, is that? Moved. The output we see here, if I touch this one, we should see something in the log here. Woo, receiving.
Error receiving.
Don't know about the error receiving, that's fine. That's from the share system. So we got a last packet received, number of packets 1. So interesting. The number of packets we got, the data length wasn't 2. So it didn't fall into here. Data length less than 180. So the error was this. It was trying to decompress an animation, which it failed. That was the packet. So ideally what I'd do is I would encode a packet type with a particular ID for a particular type of data. The problem is I can't enforce how that works with other people, so it's possible to have them clash. So for the moment, I'm trying to determine what the data is. So when the data comes in, if the length is this 10 and it's this RGB touch ping, that's for the peer-to-peer stuff where it adds peers in. Otherwise, it'll fall into here. Let me just reflash. I only need to flash one side right now. It sends something, which is great. But I needed to flash. Wow, this has dropped a lot of packets. I'm just looking at the OBS thing. Don't know what's going on. Like less than 1% of the whole stream, but 5,000 odd packets has dropped. See, that didn't restart that time.
Unexpected maker. Play. Play. Found peer.
Okay, so again, the log. Data 4. Well, it printed something. Data 8. Oh, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's okay. So it's only getting the first bit of data, the position. It's not getting the piece. So the data length it's getting back isn't right. It's not packing the data. It should be sending two bytes worth. One for position and one for the piece type. But we're only getting the position. See, the 0. I need to turn off the, what do you call it? Yeah, I need to get rid of those prints as well.
Error receiving.
Yes, because I didn't reflash the other way. Okay. So normally when I'm, for the data, I normally do a union where I'm packing the data in with like a raw bunch of bytes. I don't know what, like here I'm just putting a, like, so this should pack those together, right? Pack it without padding it. And I should be able to access 2 bytes worth of data. But I'm not getting 2 bytes, I'm just getting the first value. So do I have to put but how do I access this as the 2 bytes? Does that make sense? So if I do this, if I go union game data chunk, so I'm going to have 1 bit of game data, and then I'm going to have, oh, shit, what's the syntax again? I can never remember the syntax. Oh, right. Okay. Try that again. Type def union struct. There'll be game data. Just be data. And that will be 2. And this will be game data chunk T. No, it's not the casting of, it's the, I'm not getting 2 bytes. It's not sending 2 bytes. I need it to send 2 bytes. And the only way to do that is to have it, to union it, which puts it into 2 bytes of raw here, as you'll see. But that's, yeah, I know that Pack does that, but I'm still, it's not sending both, bytes. If I can't just send the struct that way. So I need to send an array of game data chunk. It's okay, we can do this. Data pos. That's what I was missing before. Piece equals piece, and that's going to send the game chunk. And now when we pull it apart, so it should be 2 bytes now, but anyway, when we pull it apart, yeah, that should work now, I hope. So that's why the data length equals 2 didn't work before, because it wasn't sending both bytes. I don't want to unpack it and repack it myself at each stage. I want to just, that's why I'm using the chunk. No. No, it's not sending JSON, it's sending bytes.
Unexpected maker. Play.
Okay. I'm gonna flash this one. Flip them around. Wake up.
Play.
Okay, need them both flashed. So as I can,
Found peer.
yeah. As long as I can see the data is correct, then I'll populate each.
Unexpected maker. Play. Found peer.
Okay, so if I touch this one, right, data 4, 1. So position 4, it got piece type 1, and piece type 1 is a circle. So the problem right now is it doesn't know which one starts the game. So it doesn't know which one's a circle, which one's a cross. But what that means now is I can do a I can do a game dot set position. For the moment, I'm just going to brute force, as I said. 0, 1. Huh? What? I didn't like that. Oh. That's ugly. Okay. So this should let me, when I touch one, it should put the same thing on the other one.
Play.
I'm just going to plug power into it so it stops going to sleep. Okay, that will stop it from going to sleep. Whoa, dropping frames again. Wow, another 1300 frames just dropped.
Unexpected maker. Play.
Okay, so
Here.
if I do that. Oh! Did everyone see that? Hang on. Lighting's a bit bad, but got that delay still. We've got them talking, yay, but obviously it won't work both ways because I need to reflash this one. And they were only going to send, well, let me reflash that one. Hang on. Oh, my bin just got collected. It's supposed to be collected at 5 o'clock this morning. Noisy place here. Okay, restart that.
Unexpected maker. Play.
It's peer-to-peer. It's not going via the internet. It's ESP-NOW. Super fast when the packets actually get delivered.
Unexpected maker. Play. Found peer.
Okay, so they're connected. So I should be able to go like that. Look at that. And so if I do that, that won't do anything. But obviously it's not a game yet. But it's two-way. Ha ha, AJ. Touche. Okay, so I got a dead pixel on this one. You can't really see it. It's my original one. I dropped it several times. Anyway, it's not dead. It's just a slight discolor on that pixel. Yeah. Okay. Anyway. So there's no game logic, but they can send back and forward. So right now it's just sending that game data, but it's not sending. So there needs to be so right now, okay. Sorry. This whole on received data, oh, you can't see my code, hang on. This whole on received data callback is supposed to do everything, right? It does the peer stuff and it does if it's this, do this, if it's this, which isn't, like this whole sharing stuff here needs to be ripped out. It needs to be not one data type. It needs to, I think this needs to be, to make it useful, it needs to be able to send an ID, which is or it doesn't have to be an ID, it could be a string, whatever, it doesn't matter. there's 250 bytes per packet. So, that's what I'm getting at. Well, not negotiate. You don't want ESP-NOW to negotiate that. You want the game to be able to do that. So the game needs to be able to say, like on here, I need to be able to say, I want to start a game. Yeah? And it then sends a message to this one that says, someone wants to start a game. Do you want to play? Yes or no? Right? Okay, then you go yes or no. And so if you say yes, then a game starts, and one of the, maybe the person who started the game gets to, or maybe the person who got asked if they want to start gets to pick, do you want to be X or do you want to be a circle? Cross or a circle, right? They decide, and then a different ID packet is sent that says, this is your piece. Like, you know, play or whatever is circle, you are X, right? So rather than just sending one bit of data every time, like one data structure type, it needs to be able to send, you know, this was my move, and this was my move, and this is the end of the game, you won, right? This, you know, it needs to be able to send a whole bunch of different things, and that can't really be done in one data packet type, one structure, I don't think. So, but the only way that's going to work is to not have this else, right? And an enum scene. Right, but they need to, hang on 1 second, I've got a career. Here. Hello. What? Oh.
Oh, yeah, it's nice and heavy.
Compressor.
Yeah, that's why.
Yes. Blew my other one up.
Oh, right. So it would be cheap, would that? Oh, yes, cheap.
This is $100.
Oh, okay.
Relatively cheap.
Yeah. Yeah, I do.
Thanks, mate. Have a good one.
Yeah, cheers.
Sorry, I had to buy a new little compressor because my other one broke. Right, there could be a scene, but I still need to be able to. I still have to send. I need to be able to send ad hoc data, like. So yeah, the first byte would be a. So it'll be data type. Okay, so like okay here, let's do this. Enum data type. Well, this would be in a multiplayer game. Wouldn't this be at a lower level? We'll put it in here for now. But I like this uint 8t thing. Not that it's really needed. Okay, so it'll be want to play, like when you ask the question, do you want to play, I'm just brainstorming right now. Set set piece, send move, end game, something like that, right? What? No, what are you talking about? I don't want any of that rubbish. XML or JSON? No, this is whatever. So they're like the data types, right? Even number moves a player to. What? I don't understand what that means. Wagon loads in reference to anything I'm doing. Sorry. This is about communication. So we want to send. Okay, we want a send. Want to send data. Okay, we want something like send data, which is going to be a data type.
HMS says, when will we have the fail-safe of number of players 0?
I can't. Did you just join, Mr. England? How was your meeting? Oh, you missed so much fun. So data type, just and then we want to have uint 8. Just let me flesh this out in my head for the moment. Data 0, uint 8, t, data 1. I'm not sure we need more than that right now. This is a generic thing. But that's not needed with this game. Not with Tic Tac Toe. We're just getting Tic Tac Toe going for the moment. Okay, so we're doing a so my internet disconnected. I don't know if it's back though.
HMS says we back.
Right. Okay, I think we're back, but my dashboard is now dead. So I have no idea what's happening with the dashboard, with if it's actually live or not.
Fartman says paying test.
My chat's not working. So, okay, I don't know what's going on. I'm seeing if I can restore this. Pop out chat. Okay, refreshed my browser, pop out chat. Hopefully this is working.
Captain Kirk says video is working.
Okay, just hold on 1 second. Hold on 1 second. I need to just send someone a message, a customer, a client. Sorry, blah 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 blah. Excuse me. 266 library instead. Okay. Sorry. Right, what was I saying? What was I doing? I was, so I need to create a new, here, right. Game chunk data. Dot D type equals D equals U int 8T type. So if it's a move, it doesn't really matter. Data 0. So I'm making this generic. And then I'll use the type at each end to determine what it is. So in this case, it'll be send data, and the type is going to be send move. So data type send move, and it's going to be position, comma, piece. No, it's the front garage door shaking because of the wind. Okay. So this should send that, and then on the other side, the data coming through is going to be 3 packets always. Sorry, 3 bytes. All right. So we're going to do that. We're going to print what the bytes are, and then we're going to say if data type equals type send move, that means we send a move, then we can do a set position at 1 and data type 2, because that's the data coming through. And we just got to assume, like, I'm not doing any validation on the data that's coming through. We've got to hope that the actual packet is correct, right? And we're going to do else. So now what we can do is set up a who is who. Data type 0 equals, what was it, set piece. Then we're going to say that game dot we have nothing for that though. Dashboard set position, start game. Start game, and you're going to be with the board piece. So when the player gets told to start a game, that's what their piece is. They're being told what their piece is. Player piece equals piece. Someone is calling me. No idea who it is. So so in here, if the data type equals, should we start? Is there a start game? Wait, what? Okay, set piece will start the game. Then we're going to assume that the data in data 1 is the piece type. Again, I'm not doing any data validation for the moment. Alright, you're accessing enum members as class members? Yes. Although it just makes it easier to read, I think, especially when you've got multiple enums. But what you can't do, which is stupid, is you can't have data type have an enum called move and game state as an enum that has a one called move. Even though they belong to a different enum, you can't have two different moves. You can't have two different enums with the same name, which is stupid. Stupid. Anyway, so that's going to send the board piece type. So yes, you can use enum class. What? You have to specify it as a class, not just an enum. So I still don't have the you know what I could have done this whole time? I could have made the board piece is the default is empty. Okay, I'm going to simplify this now. So when I get a piece, hang on, okay, touch board, which has a set position, and set position is going to be if player piece equals, if the player piece is set to empty, then we're going to set player piece to be equal to circle. So the first person gets circle.
Alan Madsen says good night to some and good day to the rest.
Good night, Alan. Catch you later. And that's going to send that. And now, so when that gets received, okay, before the move is sent, I don't like it that I'm doing this in a different spot. But if game dot, I can't get, it's not public. Okay, I need a, oh, and I can do that. Okay. Out. So I have something I want to do. We can also do a set Set piece. Just for now, I'm gonna... You'll see why in a second. What? What is wrong with this stupid... Okay, I'm getting really frustrated with Visual Studio Code. If player piece equals empty, then set it. Set player piece that's I want to be, what I basically want to do is if the first player, if neither of them have their pieces set, so they're both at empty, the first player that touches, he gets circle and sends circle, and the player that receives, if theirs is empty, they get set to cross. So I don't even need that. But I need this to be called before the move is set. So set piece. So set piece is only set on the person receiving. Okay, let's see if this works. So we're not using this set piece thing here right now. So we're still doing the same thing as before, but the data's abstracted a little bit just for now. We still don't have a start game question or anything, but what we're going to get is, I'm still getting drop frames. The internet is bad out there. So it'll look the same as before, but the first person that touches should get one type and the other person should get the other type. There's still no, end of game thing or anything.
Unexpected maker. Play.
I need to flash both. I do.
Unexpected maker. Play.
Oh. Hello. Why is that not turning on? Uh-oh. Why is my USB flashing?
Unexpected maker. Play.
Wow, I had to swap USB cable.
Found
That was weird.
peer.
Board 0 equals board 1 equals board 2. Win. What? Hey, Death Shaker. How you doing? Okay. Hell, I'm at 3.5 hours. Wow.
Unexpected maker. Play.
Okay, so whoever's the
Found
first.
peer.
So that should be a, see that? And then if I go, oh, so that's automatically set them now. Of course, there's no turns, so we still don't have, you know, I can just do that. But still, okay, we've got excellent. God, you can't even see that with the lighting in here. You can't see the camera. Good to hear. Glad you're well. 3.5 hours in, folks. I think I'm going to call it, because it's been frustrating. Oh, hey, Michael. That's what I was getting before, a crash. I don't know if you were watching before, Michael, but I spent, how long was it? An hour trying to debug a hard crash, core dump crash that wasn't pointing to the right spot. Turns out I was missing a return. So, yeah. I'll do a little bit more. A little bit more. I want to see if I can do the whole whose turn it is. So, bool my turn equals false. Actually, I need that for the moment. I'm just making it public. Actually, no, I don't need it to be. So when I do a set position, I go if not my turn. Oh my god. Return false. Oh, this keyboard. Okay. By the way, I cleaned my mouse. Did anyone notice? After last week, I was horrified. Okay. See, and when I tell it to do this, again, equals false. And then when I receive a position, that's not going to work. Because when I do a set position, my turn equals true. So that will set my turn to true because I received data. That'll turn it off again. No, that'll skip it. No, that'll turn it on, and that'll then set it and turn it off. That's not what I want. Oh, that's sending it both ways. Oh, we don't want to do that. That's a set position. We need an update position. That's going to go round in circles. I guess I'm still going to keep going. Okay, so update position gets called from here. So that sets, okay, update position. Okay, my turn equals true. So when you send, it equals false. It turns your turn off. And when you receive, it turns your turn on. Maybe. Okay, let's try this. This should allow people to only do one move at a time. It sucks I have to flash these individually. Oh.
Unexpected may found peer play.
Unexpected found peer play. So I should be able to check that now by, oh, that's interesting.
Menu. Play.
Okay, maybe I broke it. Why does this...
Unexpected maker. Play. Found peer.
Oh, right, this isn't going to work right now because it starts as being on. It starts as being off. It never turns on. So my turn should equal true on both. The first person to push wins. So I'll have to reflash this one. Just one of them I can flash. Reflash.
Unexpected maker. Play.
Okay. Just reflash it. Go, go, go. Because right now this
Peer.
won't do it. Because they're both going to be set to off by default. Because I still don't have that initial do you want to play a game thing happening. That's why you get a mouse without rollers. Optical all the way. Yay. Oh, very tired. Come on.
Found peer. Play.
Okay, so I should be able to start here. No. Oh. That's interesting. I'm just going to restart these. Why was that delay? See,
Unexpected maker. Play.
I mentioned on Discord a while ago that I get delays sometimes with why is that? What's happening with my USB?
Unexpected maker.
Weird.
Found peer.
Oh, I should have waited for that one. I don't know if that packet's going to get sent now. No, why are you getting... Should really be prototyping this in C++ on the computer. Who should be? I should be. What is going on here? It's set to true, so the first person that pushes so if not, return, then they do that. Send the data and set your thing to false. Let me just reset it.
Unexpected maker. Unexpected maker. Play. Found peer.
So this should be true here. But it's not. It should be doing a set position. If it's not, right, return false. See, that should be doing... What is... Why is that... But how did that just... The first one isn't getting on. Ah, hang on.
Unexpected maker. Play. Unexpected maker. Play. Found peer.
So when I push the first one, it doesn't send it, but then it gives this one the ability to move. So if I do that, nothing happens. But then here, I can do that. Now I can do that. And see, it's not my move now. Right, you can't even see this. It's not my move now, so I can't send anything else. Hopefully they're not cached. But it's this move, so I can go like that. And now I can't do anything. But now here. But it cached that. Okay, I know why it's caching it. I can fix that. That'll take me a second. This will stop me from being able to get into the menu at the moment, but that's okay. Okay. It's that first one. The update, it's not updated on both, no, but it doesn't matter because the first one is getting the touch. It's just not updating the screen. It's not showing the display. Or it's not sending it. The first one should work because my turn, it should be true now. It wasn't before, but it should be true. Unless I didn't reflash it. No, but then it wouldn't send it. So it's the sending is working because it's setting true over here. right? So this one here,
Unexpected maker. Play.
so this, I can't do anything here.
Dutch Taurus says can't see the code.
Oh, sorry. It doesn't matter. Just hold on one sec.
Unexpected maker. Play. Found peer.
Okay. I can't do anything here because this code here still says my turn equals false. Right? I can only do it here. And when I do it here, that's now told it it's this turn, it's its turn. But it hasn't shown something because now I can push that, you see? For some reason it's sending because the sending tells it to make it its turn, but it's not showing before it sends it. So it's getting into here, it's getting this send, but it's not updating the piece. Oh, I know why. I know why. It is. The piece that's being sent is... I can't do that there. I have to do it here. That's why. So it was sending it to empty. The data we got was empty. Player piece. It needs to be updated there. Okay, that should fix that. Okay, let me reflash both of them. So it'll still work. Whoever starts it gets the circle. Catch you later, Graham. Hopefully I won't be here still when you get back. Fingers crossed. Yeah. So good luck at the doctor's appointment
Maker. Play.
for either you or your wife. Okay. Why is it that this...
Unexpected maker. Play.
I know why.
Found
So-
peer.
The timer that puts it into deep
Found
sleep,
peer.
as soon as I unplug it to move it position, the second I unplug it, it puts it into deep sleep, which is why the USB disappears. Because I'm not resetting the timer when... Oh my god, that's really funny. That's why it's been doing that. Okay, I need to fix that. For next, here, right. So it's doing all this. If you're not on USB, go to sleep, right? But so the second I unplug the USB, it triggers this in the loop and it goes to sleep. Otherwise, I need to say. Yeah. Hey, Simple Electronics.
Unexpected
Oh,
maker.
I didn't want to do
Found
that.
peer. Play.
Shit. Didn't want to start.
Unexpected maker. Play.
I'm going to have to reset them both. Okay, so.
Unexpected maker. Play. Found peer.
Found peer. Okay, so I should now be able to go like that. I can't do anything. Go like that. Can't do anything. Oops. So it doesn't have a win state. It's just going to keep going now. But now the turns are kind of working. Kind of. So it really needs a proper, this is how you start a game, this is how you end a game. And then I need to I feel like it's really messy how I've done all this. I need to move a bunch of the stuff back into this main class. Like there needs to be like a start and an end game here that then get overwritten and stuff. DNA test the touches to ensure users don't cheat. DNA test the touches. Yeah, I'm not quite sure I can do that with these chips. I think this is as far as I'm going to go today. I'll do some code cleanup and I'll get a start and end game going. This is not as far as I wanted to get today, but considering that whole return crash debacle that we wasted so much time on, I think the fact that I got this far is pretty good. Yeah. So, and my print finished ages ago, and I didn't take it off to start a new one. So plans on having these released are soon. I'm hoping my OMG S3s will be released next week. I'm just waiting on the insert cards and those pogo pins, and right now the hold up on the Touch Me's on the RGB touches, still call it Touch Me, is all the printing I have to do. A lot of printing. It's like 3 hours for 2 case shells and 2.5 hours for 2 lots of the diffusers. So basically 2.5 hours per case to print, which is, it's a long time. Thanks, Simple Electronics. Notes in Livestream Discord for the GCC warning stuff. Oh, okay, cool. Wait, come on, key. Oh, nice. And also be able to do the uint 8 thing. Wicked. Thanks both Christian and AJ for those. That's really cool. I'll add them in. Nice. Okay, I am going to get another coffee, go get something to eat, start another print. I'll probably get back to this later today or tomorrow, the coding on this, I don't know. I've also got something, just quickly show you, that I haven't started. I got these off Cable Tie. I've got an Advotech. They're a Pixelite controller, which is their DMX controller. They've got it's a loaner. This is their 4-channel DMX controller, so Ethernet controller with a whole bunch of LEDs, and I'm going to get the SACN stuff talking to this. I might do it on a stream next week, but I might do it before that because I've only got this for a little while and I might run out of time. But I just want to be able to get controlling some DMX lighting happening through one of these. So I've got them sitting here. I just haven't had a chance to do anything with them yet. Okay, that's it. Do you have any quick opinions to share on the new P2350 Micro? Not really. I mean, it's cool. It's a weird number, like as a product code. like 2040 was really easy to say, and if they would have done like a 2080 or a whatever, would have been easy. But a 2350 doesn't quite ring as nicely. They've got connectors that go to XLR. These are screw terminal plug-in ones. It doesn't roll off the tongue. It looks like an interesting chip. Like they keep saying it's twice as fast as the RP2040, but it's not really. Like their cores are not twice as fast. And I know they've got the extra RISC-V cores, but they're not. You don't do that. You don't add these type of cores and those type of cores together to make faster. But anyway, it looks pretty cool. Yeah. It's a Cortex M4, the M33 actually. Yeah, you're right. M33 over the M0. So it's a much better core and newer core. It's just, it's like they're doing a bit of an Apple with the whole, it's twice as fast. It's not. Some things will be maybe twice as fast. Some things will only be a small percentage faster. Right, because they're two different types of cores. You can use RISC-V or you can use the ARM, which is an interesting move by them. I like that it can support PSRAM now, which is great. I like that it's got a bit more flash inside, a bit more SRAM inside, which is good. And yeah, it's quite interesting. I'm surprised that they didn't make a wireless version or something, like just a BLE, and maybe they will still. I don't know. I would have. Yeah. It looks interesting. There's already way too much hardware available for it, so I put in a request for samples. Who knows when? But there's already too much hardware already out. Hang on 1 second. Sorry, I thought I was going to get a blood nose. I'm a bit paranoid. No, DMX is something totally different to what Looney's Pongwall is doing, I think. I don't know. He's not using DMX, I think. 5 translates to internal RAM size, 0 for external flash. Oh, I didn't realize the numbers meant something. Interesting. Okay. So they are doing a W version with built-in wireless. Good. I'm glad they are. Look, it's an interesting chip. And they kept the price point, So, but I don't think I'm going to do anything with it. There's already like 30 boards out. I found that interesting that they got silicon to a whole bunch of people early, which is fine. So there's boards out there. I never played in that space before, so, I didn't get included in that because I don't have an RP product at all. So I'm not salty about that, but I thought it was an interesting move that at their point of them announcing there was already a bunch of hardware, available. So, yep. Yeah, it's cool. Good on them. Not much else to say, really. The tool chains are going to take a while, I guess, to come about. Right. Yeah, stack them in the drawer with all the other ones. Yeah. Yeah. Nothing else to say, I guess. Okay, I'm going. Thank you all. Thanks for the help, the coding help. And for those of you that stuck around this long, for a long stream, longer than I planned. If you're interested in a RGB Touch, sign up. I will definitely not have enough at launch, I don't think. So, yeah. Yeah, it's going to take some time for the platforms to get there, I think. Yeah, it's definitely a good improvement. The chips are definitely a good improvement. From the failed ESP32 attempt. You failed ESP32 attempt? Oh, Quake, not Doom. Right, Quake. Okay. Don't know. Okay, I'm going. Really going this time. Bye, everyone. Thank you. Catch you later.